Greetings. I know I haven't made a video in a while. We've been rather busy. Been really busy as far as that goes. Today, yesterday, the last video I had of Juliet with her nose in the fire. Well, I wished we'd had a video camera with us yesterday evening when Juliet had her nose on fire. We were burning some brush, and I was pushing it up into a more confined pile, and all of a sudden Estella started going, hey, Juliet's on fire, Juliet's on fire. And I saw smoke coming out under the hood, and I raised the hood up, and sure enough, there was, I could see the reflection of embers in the front, something burning in the grill. So, yeah, she come running up, and she said, let me get a stick, get it out of there. Just a piece of burning limb was stuck in the grill. So we found a stick under the seat, a piece of lath, and she got it out of the grill. And so Juliet really had her nose on fire last night. Wish we'd had a video of it, you know, of all the carrying on over it. But anyway, well, I thought I'd make this little video. When I got telling my stories to a couple of gentlemen on the internet, and that post Oliver related things. As I've might have said before, I was in an Oliver dealership for 11 years, and had a lot of experiences and a lot of tales to tell, and everything. And then with other things, I'm in my 80th year, and so you know, I can remember back to the age of 3. So I've got 77 years of memories, and some of them good, some of them bad, and some of them funny, and some of them not so funny. But anyway, you know, they kept saying, you need to start a channel. You need to start a YouTube channel. You need to start a YouTube channel. Well, I had one from years ago, called Calliope Truck Man, and I had a couple of. Well, I think I had the Thousand Clown Parade. It was in Vincennes, where we were going to take videos of the clowns in the Thousand Clown Parade, the Red Skelton Thousand Clown Parade, and we were sitting at the end of the parade, and you know, got to looking, and I started thinking, you know, it's all about the kids. So I went down through the parade route. I was on my power chair, and I had on red. My legs were wrapped in red and blue, because we never wrapped them the same color, and had a straw hat on, and they'd been giving out red clown noses. So I went down the parade route from the end down to the beginning, taking pictures of all the kids along the route, and that was the whole thing. It's all about the kids. And we were in Wendy's a couple of months later, and this girl come up. She says, "You're the clown in that parade." I said, "What?" She says, "You're the clown in that parade. I remember you." And I had on my characteristic red, one leg wrapped in red from the knee down, the other leg wrapped in blue, and I had my straw hat. And she said, "I remember you." So oh, it was kind of fun. And then I got another video of a gentleman that had a little airport next to the airport just south of us, and he was crop dusting, and was doing a series of dusting sweet corn, spraying sweet corn, and I pulled off that this place that they sorted potatoes, and I pulled off there and started taking photos with my still camera, and so I was getting ready to turn around. He made a low pass and motioned for me to go back. So I went back, and there was a pile of dirt behind the potato sorting building, and I'm standing on that pile, and he made a couple of passes with his smoke on, and then here he come. He come right at me, had these wheels down in the tassels, and I said, this sweet corn's pretty short, and he had his wheels right down in the tassels, so I'm just taking pictures as fast as my motor drive would allow me to do it, and it'll do 30 photos in just a matter of a moment, and just a matter of a few seconds. And I got a picture that I really like, looking down into his cockpit, looking square over the nose of that airplane, and then as he comes up there, I go like this, and I can see the rivets in the tail wheel and all that of that airplane, and he's below the eaves of that building, and quite a fun set of pictures. But that's on the Calliope Truckman YouTube setup. But anyway, that Oliver guy, Chris Lucy, up in Michigan, kept after me, and Chris is a man that does everything. He rebuilds Oliver parts and pieces and tractors, and he takes them apart and restores them, takes them down to the bare essentials and puts new bearings in them and checks everything and puts them back together the way they were meant to be put back together. And so I really enjoy watching Chris's videos because it brings back many memories. I mean, he starts rebuilding something, and oh my goodness gracious, I can feel my hands in on those very same parts. And he rebuilt an 1850 Oliver diesel and painted it purple. Now, sorry, Chris. You might have matched the color purple of that tractor, but your tractor's more Pepto-Bismol. But that makes it unique. That makes it unique. There's you see several other where people have painted 1850s purple, and they're more purple. So that makes that tractor unique. It makes it very photogenic because as you see photos from people that have posted on the interweb, and where Olivers are featured, like on Pinterest, and well, your 1850 tractor shows up quite prominent in those photos. So anyway, and the other guy is Ross the Oliver Man. Lives due east of here, about 125, 130, 40 miles due east of here. And someday I'm going to drive over to see him. My grandfather was born about 20 miles, 25 miles from where he lives, and my great-grandparents are buried there, and my great aunt and uncle are buried there, and one of the family members had a car dealership, and I remember going in there as about a 5-year-old, and he had a curved dash Oldsmobile, an original curved dash Oldsmobile, and he also had an Indian motorcycle. Had the big overgrown bicycle seat. And my cousin Larry, who, well, he's my dad's cousin, he talked the uncle into letting him take me for a ride on that Indian. So I remember sitting behind him on the back side of that big seat, holding on to him, getting a ride on that big old Indian motorcycle. That would have been about 1950. So, you know, actually it'd been about, yeah, it would have had to have been 1950, because we drove over there in my dad's brand new 1950 Studebaker. So he had traded off a Plymouth, a 46 Plymouth that he had for just a short while, and before that he had a big old Packard. Oh, I remember that big old Packard, big black thing. I think it was a Packard 180, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, you know, but he couldn't afford to keep it going. It was expensive. So he always wanted a Packard, and his advertisement said, ask the man who owns a Packard. So anyway, but you know, those are some of the memories that I had. My great-grandmother, she would come over to my grandma's place in Bridgeport, Illinois. Now, great-grandma and her daughter-in-law, my grandma, really didn't see eye to eye. But great-grandma was born in Germany. Her maiden name was Grodefant, and we've got photos of her and her mother. Beautiful women, beautiful ladies. We've got photos of the old the ancestral home, and I did some work with the video programs on my computer, and I found something interesting. Every window in that house had a different person looking out the window. So that was a neat thing to found. But anyway, Ross the Oliver Man. Oh my goodness, Ross! He's a character. If you want to have a laugh and a half, just go to Ross the Oliver Man. Oh my goodness gracious! The best thing you could say is self-deprecating humor. Ross is he's always much sadness and much more better, and a lot of colloquialisms, and Ross speaks German, and while I have rudimentary use of a few German words, I enjoy sending him emails that are in German, and of course I use a translator program, but anyway, that's just kind of the fun thing, is watching Ross. He doesn't do total restorations. He gets them going again, which is basically what I did with the tractors that we have here. We have an International Harvester 300, which was my father-in-law's, and I've painted it and put all new emblems on it, and there's all the new stainless steel emblems on it. And we put new rear rims on it, and got to put a 13.938 tire on it. Got to find one. Got one tire that's going to blow out before too long, but just trying to look for a very cheap giveaway 13.938 tire that I can swap on there before it blows out and runs the tube. But anyhow, I have an International Harvester C that I rebuilt the engine in. We bought it, and I rebuilt the engine in it, and that's the one that it needed a 6-volt battery, but I was too cheap to go buy another battery, even though I could get them at cost. I was too cheap to buy another battery, and it was too easy to crank it. And I had an 8-foot dozer blade on the front of it. And I was pushing a brush pile that was burning up, and I killed the motor. Oh my goodness. How do you crank a tractor when the front of the tractor's pushed into the burning fire? Well, I was lucky my 11-year-old son was up top of the hill with my 4-wheel drive service truck, and I did a lot of arm waving and, chain, and here he come down there with the truck. We pulled it back out of the fire before it did any damage, but it did kind of darken the hood. And we used that tractor, and then in 1984 we bought our first Honda Big Red, bought a 84 Honda Big Red, and the kids enjoyed it, and we used it to feed their cows, and they had 4-H cows and some pigs, and we used it to do the feeding instead of the International C. So it's set, had a muffler on it. The muffler was covered and all that, but water migrated down the outside of the muffler, down the outside of the exhaust pipe, down between the exhaust pipe that was loose in the manifold, and stuck the engine. So it set. Well, it still sets. It still sets. And it's a yard art piece. But anyhow, that one. And then we had a John Deere A, a 1939 style John Deere A, and it run fairly decent. We used it around here. We were the third owner of that John Deere A, and my wife's uncle got it from the old couple that had bought it new and had kept it for a lot of years, and he used it to mow around his property and stuff, and then it turned up down here and we ended up with it, and we used it, and it just got where it was more pain to deal with, and so sold it. And we had a Alice Chalmers CA, and that one had a Woods belly mower on it. We used it to mow around here. Had to sit out in the sun, so I made an old steam engine type roof on it that covered it over, and when we decided we didn't need it anymore, the guy that come and bought it never haggled about the price any whatsoever, because he liked it because it had that roof on it, so it went up the road. So we've been let's see, what, 1, 2, 3, yeah, we've been tri-tractoral. But so anyway, back to Ross. Ross is a real fun guy to converse with. He's quite the character, and like I said, we'll go over and meet him in person someday. So anyway, but the main part of this video is going to be having some fun with Ross. Ross is a bachelor. I don't know how old he is, but he's got 25, 30 Oliver tractors around, and combines, and pickers and various and sundry stuff all sitting around, and he's got a Minneapolis Moline pull type combine that they used this past year to combine some beans, and it did really good. They did a little patch of beans, and it looked really good out there in those beans, and that brought back memories of the days of the old mounted two-row pickers, and the antique one-row pickers that were still hanging around, the two-row pull type pickers, and so. But I'm going to poke some fun at Ross. Ross always, he's looking for a woman. He's looking for a lady to marry, or get to move in with him, or whatever. In this day and age, you can't. Back in our day and age, if you weren't married, you were an outcast. This day and age, it's rare. Seems like it's rare to find couples that are married. So got a stink bug giving comments on my thing. So Ross, gonna poke a little fun at you. I emailed you and you said got to have a little laughter in life. So please take what's coming up as having a little fun, and trying to put a smile on your face, and maybe a chuckle or two or three, and maybe give some others a chuckle, because I'm sure that those who follow Ross on the internet, I'm sure they'll get a laugh out of it. So anyway, as I say, don't take any wooden nickels. If you take wooden nickels, see if you can trade them for wooden quarters, and maybe you can trade those for silver dollars. So speaking of which, I got my wife, had a necklace made for her out of a Lady Liberty silver dollar that's in pretty good shape. Not a common silver dollar, and jeweler just happened to found a deal that it went in, and that she doesn't like wearing a necklace, and it's 1 ounce of silver, so it's heavy. So little silver dollar history there.